Stump Station episode 14, and today's guest has been coaching in the Middle East for nearly a decade. How me and him have gone from battling it out to be Saudi Arabia's #1 to a friendship. Sulayman is changing the fitness industry in the Middle East and competing along the way. Hydration is key in competition, and a huge shout out to Bakari Sweat for sponsoring this episode, keeping us hydrated and refreshed throughout the conversation.
Thank you so much, Stump. It's so nice to be here, and it's a pleasure also to meet you finally in Dubai.
Oh man, it's so good. Like, we met each other 9 years ago, I think, something like that in Saudi.
8 years ago, yeah.
Yeah.
It was my first year in Saudi, and
same, yeah.
Yeah.
And the way we met through fitness, through competing, it was fun.
Competitions.
Yeah.
So at the beginning, actually, it was very tough between us because it was just competitions. Feelings, it was there, and then we got to know each other in one competition in Riyadh, I think.
Yeah.
And since then, I think we trained.
Just clicked.
Yeah, exactly. We trained together, and it was so nice. Yeah,
man, it was so good, and like meeting you there, it was me, you, and then another friend of ours. I look so small. There's a picture. It's so funny. There's literally you two on the bikes, and you're like 6 foot tall, both of you, and I look like a little child, like your kid. It's quite funny, but
but I mean, it's still. I think you had the best engine among us all, I think.
That's what CrossFit is, right? Luckily, the strength, it's fine. Yeah. But honestly, I'm so excited to talk about your journey in the Middle East, coming to Dubai, coaching here, obviously content creation is a big part of you as well.
Right.
And your content's in Arabic, so all the Arabic listeners out there definitely have to check that out because it's more mother tongue for those people. It's
exactly. So it's easier to speak in Arabic than mumbling in English, you know?
And you always told me to call you Sully. When I first met you, said, call me Sully, right?
Sully, yeah. It's easier because, I mean, you know, when you explain Abdurrahman, Sulayman to any non-Arab people, they struggle. So it's either it's Sulayman or Sully. It makes it easier for them.
And so for anyone that doesn't know you, who is Sulayman?
Sulayman, let's say Abdurrahman Sulayman, just for everyone to know the complete name or the full name. I used to be a professional rower. This is how all started. So I competed in rowing for 8 years as a lightweight rower, that's why I had to quit later after 8 years because it was so hard to get into the weight. How can I say it?
The weight class, right?
The weight class, exactly.
It's too damn big.
70 kg. And before every single race, I had to lose like maybe 10 kg.
That's a lot.
In 2 weeks. And I did this like maybe 6 times a year on average. So yeah, at the end, it was so difficult to... it was just skin, your bones, and that's it. This is 70 kg, you know?
And you're a big guy. You're not short. So like that's tough.
But I mean, I wasn't big enough to do the heavyweight. So I was stuck in between. So I did my part, and then I needed something to put in the same effort, and here's when I found CrossFit. It was a complete different level of fitness because in rowing you only attack one aspect, which is conditioning or endurance. Endurance, yes. In CrossFit you have to learn a lot of skills, a lot of energy paths, and it was a different page for me to start on.
Honestly, it's amazing. And what I don't get is, how are you so damn strong then? Because like when we were competing, you were strong. Yeah. So how did you build that strength from being like 70 kilo rower and building that strength going into your fitness journey?
Yeah, I mean, I was never so talented in anything. So my way is to do more of anything. So even in rowing, after we finished, we had to do like 2 sessions a day. After each session, I had to spend like an hour and a half doing accessories, a lot of pull-ups, a lot of dips, a lot of deadlifts, a lot of stuff, just to strengthen the muscles that I thought that I need in rowing. So I used to do very, very big weights, a lot of numbers of deadlifts. Like for example, after maybe 3 times a week, I had to do 40 reps deadlift with 60 kg, 40 reps back squats, and 40 reps. We call it Chinese row. Do you know when you have bench? 40 reps, 12 rounds. So and it was like a circuit. You have no. I tried to mimic also the same feeling that you get on water when you do rowing. it wasn't close, but that was my best way of thinking back then. And my favorite movements was the deadlift, because in rowing you need your back the most. And when I went to when I actually moved to CrossFit, especially the deadlift, it felt so normal for me. So I was able to develop so much.
I know. I can see your deadlift is fucking strong. It's strong. You're strong.
Back then, yeah.
Also, I think it's a gene thing. I don't know what it is.
Yeah,
there's something about Egyptian men that are just good at deadlifts. I've never met an Egyptian man who does CrossFit that can't deadlift like 500 plus pounds. Like never. Like it's in your genes. I don't know what it is.
Maybe workers gene.
No, of course.
Yeah.
And like you've got into now competition. You kind of replaced rowing and went into competing in CrossFit.
Yep.
How old were you when you did that?
Oh, I'm not young at all. I was 29.
Oh wow.
20. So I've been doing CrossFit like let's say 10 years ago. Now I'm 36. So
36?
Yeah. So 27, I think I started CrossFit.
I thought you were younger, if I'm honest. I thought you were like 32, 33. So you're doing well.
Thank you so much.
And
I'm trying to survive.
And for anyone out there that's in their 20s, in their 30s that want to compete in functional fitness, like you can start late like you did, right?
I mean, I believe as long as you want something and there is no distractions, you can be consistent, you can do anything. It's all about, actually, I'm not gonna say the volume or the effort. It's about consistency, even if it's a little bit, and you keep it for life, because a lot of people, they start very, very hard, very, very strong. Either they get injured, either they burn out, either they get bored. If they don't have the passion for the game. So if you are passionate about what you're doing and you can be consistent, I think you can achieve literally anything.
I agree, and I think if you just love something and you put everything into it, it's so good. And when you were like competing, you were coaching as well at the same time.
In CrossFit, yes.
CrossFit,
but rowing, I was just starting. I started to understand how to coach other people, because back then I had the chance to coach younger generation. So that how I got the idea of coaching at all, and it was so nice. Seeing other people develop and you being a part of it, it gives you a different feeling of achievement. Medals, it's very, very personal. You can win 20, it will be always limited. If you coach 10 people, you help them to live better, eat, but whatever the goal they achieve, you are part of it, so you can achieve many, many, many more achievements better than you're on your own, just doing competitions, get a medal, and after a while, you get enough. I don't want to compete anymore. It's time to quit. You want to do something else when you can have a better or bigger impact.
I agree, and I think medals don't mean anything. I think it's the feeling of competition when you do well or you win or whatever. The medal, I don't care.
Yeah.
Like there was this competition in Saudi. It was a lot of drama on social media. Sand clash. So basically, they did drug testing, and we came third. Second place got busted for drugs. We came second. So fourth place was at a competition, said, hey, I want your medal. I was like, no problem. The next day I came to the competition. I said, hey, here's your medal. I did a video and said, second place, I want mine. And like just to call people out, right? And it created so much drama. The person who it was blocks me on social media, even though I didn't even address him as a name, didn't say anything, but blocks me on social media. But I think they're just materialistic things that we don't need. Whereas when you help people, it feels so good. It feels so good knowing that you've changed someone's lifestyle. It feels so good. Like I say this to everyone I coach as well. I don't care if you lose 30 pounds, 40 pounds. I don't care. It's the lifestyle you get after that. Yes. It's the habits you're going to live by. I care about in your 50s or 60s when you've got grandkids and you feel so much better, right? And is that what you love most about coaching?
Absolutely, because even if you lost 30 pounds, you can gain them again over the weekend, literally. Yeah. But if you knew the way, which is that this is our job as coaches, to show other people how to live. I mean, you know the trend. Let's lose weight or maybe transform your life in 30 days. This is bullshit.
Yeah.
I mean, you can market it on other way. Let's start your journey with these 30 days, but transform your life in 30 days. You can do nothing in 30 days. If you lost weight, you can gain it again. If you build whatever, you can lose it again. But if you were able to create a habit, which is a healthy life routine, sleep well, eat well, do any kind of movement, and you can sustain this for a long time, which is consistency, as I mentioned before, then you will see a lot of results. Not one, you will keep just accomplish them one by one, just by doing the same thing over and over again.
I agree. And there's this, have you ever seen this show or heard of the show, The Biggest Loser?
No.
Okay, so in America, they do this. And because what you're saying is basically, if you lose it quick, you're going to probably get it back. And it's so true. So we were watching a Netflix series the other day, and it's about The Biggest Loser and people afterwards. So The Biggest Loser is like days of like, they lose 200 pounds, 300 pounds in like a month, or like something crazy, or 8 weeks.
I think, yeah. I think I saw something like this.
But afterwards, they gain the weight back. And most of them gain the weight back because their metabolism's screwed. So like the trend you're saying of lose 30 pounds in 30 days or lose 10 kilos or whenever, if the quicker it goes, the quicker it will come back. And if you don't create the habits and the lifestyle, you're going to be like just like the people on The Biggest Loser, lose 200 pounds and you gain it back. And if anything, you're going to feel a lot worse. And I think that's what I love about coaching as well, is that helping people change, helping people be healthy and do it. And for you coaching, you were in Saudi and now in Dubai, right? What have you found the differences in coaching in Saudi compared to here?
Back then, I mean, like 7 or 8 years ago, it's easy to feel that you are that you're one of the best in your field in Saudi, because the market was so small comparing to here. So I was doing good as an athlete. I was doing good as a coach. Everything was so nice, and I loved it actually there. It was so peaceful. But when I arrived here, the competition was on a different level. Either for competitions, either for coaching. I mean, anything you can do, there is 100 others you can do it the same way or even better. And all of them, they are fighting for the same spot. All of them fighting for the same goal. So you have to develop so fast, and you have to work on yourself almost all the time. But yeah, in Saudi, you could chill. Just maybe you can apply the knowledge that you have almost the same way every day, every year. But here you have to work on yourself almost every day. You have to gain a new knowledge every day. You have to learn a lot about different. It's not only coaching anymore. You have to learn about life coaching. You have to learn more about nutrition. You have to learn more about physiotherapy. Just a few drills about mobility, just to be able to deliver more quality training to your coach, to your trainees or to your students. And this helped a lot. Even as an athlete, my competitors here, I mean, in Saudi, as we said, it was you and our other friend. It was just we were almost the top 3 fittest men back then in Saudi.
Yeah, true, yeah.
The only 3. Here, well, people you will not even know about them, and they were so strong and so fit, you know. So it was a game changer for me, actually, developing wise.
I agree, and I think as well that here there's so much competition, whether that be as an athlete, whether that be as a coach. There's so much, and a great example would be I was working for the same gym for 7 years. I would probably say 2 years too long, or at least a year too long, because I didn't develop. In that time, I was just living. Yeah. It's so easy to get comfortable there. It's so easy to slack because once I don't want to be bragging, but I knew I had the best quality coaching in that gym. I just knew, right? People would come to my classes more. People enjoyed it more. I was doing more stuff. And then when you're there, like, you don't need to upgrade, right? Doesn't mean that don't go there. It means like you want to still upgrade your standards for you. So I left and I had to do my own thing to be able to do that. Yeah. Whereas like you said in Dubai, whatever that be, athlete, coaching, like you have to be upgrading. Otherwise there's new competitions, new gyms, new things. But how do you stand out? Why should people come to you in Dubai? What makes you different?
This is the point. I mean, in Dubai, as I mentioned, there is a lot of coaches or a lot of whatever you're doing, if you're a cook or a coach or model or whatever, you have millions other, but 90% of them, they know nothing about what they are doing. They have no knowledge. They have, I'm sorry to say this, but this is hard truth. I'm sure of what I'm saying 100%. And the 10%, they are really, really, really good, and you can really even learn from them. The other people, someone who lost 10 kg, now I can coach others. Someone who lifted 100 kg deadlift, now I can coach others. And this is, and the problem is they market to themselves. Now sign up to my program, and I will teach you how to lift, how to lose weight, how to look better in the mirror, whatever it is. And I think here where you can shine the most, when you can show what you have, what you really know, what your experience. I mean, the experience. It will. I mean, someone who went through a lot of competitions, he has to develop himself in every single aspect, as of skill, as of developing strength or whatever. So you knew how to do this yourself. You competed. You proved that you can do this very well. Maybe you have a lot of certificates to strengthen in your knowledge. And you got injured. You went to physiotherapist. And this is you are building your knowledge. I mean, of course, you're fixing yourself, but you are building your knowledge more and more. All of this you can come up with a good coach, a good knowledge, a good experience, you practiced a lot, you proved your method, and then you can coach others through years and years of education and training and trying the good and the bad through error, you know. If you didn't learn that way and just take one certificate, it's not gonna work. If you only trained and you didn't educate yourself, it's not gonna work. If you don't have enough experience, you practice this over and over again, it's not gonna work. So you have to accumulate all of this, and then you can coach others. Of course, you can start small, but I mean, you have to stick with the basics. Other people now, they invent new movements. And now I'm gonna do chest press setups. Why am I gonna do this? I mean, I have nothing in mind, but I see a lot of videos on Instagram or whatever, TikTok or whatever. Why I will teach a beginner these kind of movements? I would rather stick to the basics: raw strength, chest, deadlift, whatever squat, and then when he developed this movements really, really well, I can take him to another level if I needed any other skill, if it's gonna benefit them in their real life. But if they're not gonna compete, if there's no use in their future using these movements or skill, why I'm gonna waste their time? I would rather make them stronger, healthier. Something, as you said, at their age of 50 or even 70, they can still function normally, lifting their own bags, going up the stairs, sitting and standing without pain. I think it would be the easy way for anyone who's starting his career to just stick and master the basics before going anywhere else.
I agree. And it's kind of like a trick question, because you know straight away when someone's a good coach from literally just saying the basics, because we had other podcasts with other coaches say very similar stuff that are great coaches as well. Because as soon as you start trying to create something new, it's like creativity or inspiration just to see if it works, right? Do something that works, something that's going to help you. And you said one thing: don't learn something unless you want to compete. What's the point? Like butterfly pull-ups. Why would you need to ever do that unless you want to compete in CrossFit? Why do you need to do a barbell snatch, if you don't want to compete in CrossFit?
Overhead squats.
Overhead squats, same thing. You could do mobility without breaking it.
And you can strengthen the same group muscle without doing the overhead squats. The risk is not worth it for them.
Yeah.
I mean, as a competitor, yes, we had to risk it all.
Yeah.
I mean, that was the only thing we can do. Back then, I had nothing else. I was just eating, sleeping, competing. And so I can say I wasn't the smartest. I admit it so much. I pushed it a lot. I got a lot of injuries. I got few surgeries. I don't regret it at all. If I went back, I would do it again. Winning it tastes so nice, and once you get close to it or taste it one time, you want more of it. But what I didn't see it then, that you can get the same feeling through other ways, like coaching others, win in other stuff. but it was just ego. How it was really controlling me so much.
I agree. And I think as well, it can become this lifestyle when you compete, right? I remember when that is all you live for. Like, I remember I was coaching and all my only goals was competing, my only goals. And it's like,
how much snatch I can carry tomorrow.
yeah. And it's like, what am I going to lift? What am I going to do when the next competition is? Okay, you have financial goals, whatever, but you don't really care. Yeah. The only thing is competing. And you kind of have to be like that if you want to be really good at any sort of sport and any sort of competition, right?
Yeah.
And even when I was speaking to another person on the podcast, like they do high rocks, same thing. You can tell their mindset is very focused when it comes to competition time.
100%.
But when you come to coaching, the same feeling comes when your client makes progress, when they feeling so good. So
you have no idea.
Exactly. Like one of my clients, she was working with me 6 months at the beginning. So we worked together 6 months. She was like, I want to lose 10 kilos. Classic, right? After about 2 months, she was like, I don't really care about hitting that weight loss goal anymore. I want to get stronger. I want to feel better. I'm moving better. And that's what I prefer. Everyone that comes on has this goal of a physique, a look.
Yeah.
But then they get addicted to the feeling of making progress in other ways. Then in that time, she lost, I think, 8 kilos, not 10. And she stopped, came back because she's like, I just enjoyed it so much. And when you have that feeling of progress towards health and progress in the gym in general, then you know you're creating someone's lifestyle to be 60, 70, and they're always going to keep moving.
I think at the beginning, they start this because of others. They bully them. They always make comments, silly comments. Why you're looking like this? You're not going to lose weight. So this is how they start, just because they're being bullied. But once they understand the idea behind it, and the main goal is to really feel better. Maybe the ones who are making comments or bullying her, they're just thin and looking good naturally, just from God.
Yeah.
But they're not healthy or fit at all. And this is the hard part. It's very easy to look good on the scale. I weighed 60 kg, but maybe when you get the number that you, whatever the number it is that you wanted, you will look not good at all. Your skin will not be nice at all. Your muscles are not there at all. And when for example, your client, she found out that okay, I'm losing weight and it's not that hard, but the challenge is to stay healthy and fit for life. And also the feeling after workout. It's like you had a very good cup of coffee or in a good mood, and you can now attack the rest of the day. And this is what they will chase after. I finished my workout. Now I'm ready to attack the day. So I think these are the real two goals, as you said, just training for the health, and also the feeling after the workout. Also, as you said, because this is why she came back. That's the feeling after.
Yeah. Like she didn't lose any more, but she kind of lost the lifestyle, and she's like, I need to bring it back anyway. But the one thing is for sure, like when you get that addiction to feeling good of finishing a workout, that's what I love people craving. That's what I love people wanting more of, because it's a sense of achievement, right? Achievement to being a better person, achievement to doing something different. And if you do something hard, you can do other things that are hard, whether that be a shitty, stressful boss, whether that be being a mom and dealing with your kids, right? And there's kicking and screaming. Like once you've done one thing hard in the day, you're set up. And I think that's the way to be.
I will take you back to my rowing period. Back then, when I had to row for 8 years, I didn't only learn how to be a good rower. It teach you a lot. That's why also I advise any parents, put your kid into a sport, into a team sport, not even an individual sport, a team sport. You will learn a lot about team working, about communication, about patience, about how to set a goal, how to reach that goal, how to achieve that goal. So being in a sport or anything similar or mimicking this idea of doing a sport, it will transform your life mentally, not just physically anymore. Now you will know how to deal with people, how to communicate to people in a better way, how to be patient, that this goal, it will not be achieved in one day. You need to keep putting in the work over and over again without seeing any result for a while, and then you start collecting whatever you put in.
No, I agree. And I think as well, with kids as well, they need to be not just in sports, but in activities. There's a book by Angelina Duckworth, I think her name is, called Mindset. And she speaks about how kids who go into sports and activities and competitions when they're very young, whether they want to compete, develop cognitive skills that help them better on in life. And there was a study in that was like kids that did team sports, like you said, or sports that hand-eye coordination or foot coordination allows them to have cognitive skills when they're 14, 15, 16 to learn quicker later on. So even if you've got a terrible student, they will learn quicker in something they love later on in life.
Yes,
and
100%.
An example of me, like I was terrible in school. I didn't like it. But as soon as I loved something, I was like, same thing, right? Like as soon as you love something, you're attacking it. You want to learn more. You want to go.
I wasn't the best at school at all. It wasn't my thing. I never liked it till now. I'm not the best example at this at all. But I wanted also to make my parents proud somehow. So when I got the chance to really do something good or better than others, I just put everything I have, which is I started with basketball and then rowing and then CrossFit. But the goal is to also make my parents proud. It was a very good motive for me back then.
No, I love it. And for you though, like you've done so many transitions. Do you still compete? Are you still competing now?
No. I mean, after I wish if I can. I mean, I had to quit. I didn't have the option because I had surgery in my shoulder and in my knee as well. I think 2 in my knee and 1 in my shoulder. And I miss the competition floor so much. But I mean, I want to compete again, but once I finish my rehab, if I was able to do it back again, I want to do like team competitions. I want to do just for the sake of having fun. I don't really care about the results anymore, but competitions, it gives you a very good feeling. It gives you the motive to, I mean, when you have a goal, it's way better to train for nothing. You know, if you have like a certain goal, a certain competition, you'll be able to push so hard to excel well in this event. And if you have like maybe 4 events a year, so you have like 3 months of work before each event, you will be able to push way harder than usual. And I think it's an easy way to keep you committed and consistent.
I agree. And I think if you don't have that, you're just going to plateau or you're just not going to go into training. You might be unmotivated and
you'll skip days easily.
Yeah. And I think as well, even for the general person, if you don't have a goal in mind, in terms of, it doesn't need to be a competition, doesn't even be a weight loss goal, but a goal in general, you're going to slack and you're going to be like, what's the point? So once you achieve something, you've got to upgrade it a bit more to allow you to keep pushing.
Yep.
So for you, I know you said that you don't want to compete, or even for fun, do you have any goals to, when you are better, to come back? What are they? What are your fitness goals at the moment?
At the moment, I want to focus on the less skills competition. Like high rocks, which is it's only 8 stations for any CrossFitter. It's very easy to do. I'm not saying very easy to achieve good time.
Simple movements.
Yeah, exactly. It's just you run, you do 8 different types of movements, ski, and all of them they're not really toxic on your joints. So I think I can start with this. I can start with any. For example, what was the competition that you did last year? It was mainly it has a lot of conditioning that I met you at.
Precision?
Yeah.
No, turf games. Turf games I met you at, right? And the team.
But turf games has a lot of skills. What was the other one? It has only. I didn't meet you, but I think you did it. It was just
precision or
I
oxygen.
Think precision.
Precision, yeah.
So just mostly conditioning. It was like this.
Oxygen is all conditioning, and then precision has like maybe a clean.
Exactly.
Precision, yeah.
I think it was this one, precision. Yeah.
And I love that in Dubai now you've got so many of these functional fitness competitions where
anyone can do it.
Yeah, like okay, there might be a clean. But they're not going to do a snatch and overhead squat. They're not going to do anything technical. Yeah. Like one of my clients, he's a bit crazy, right? This guy, so crazy. He joined me in November at 125 kilos and he ran 5K in like 40 minutes.
Wow.
November. And he said, I want to run a half marathon in January.
Wow.
And I was like, bro, me, I was like, that's a lot. You sure you don't want to do 10K? He's like, no, I'm going to run the Riyadh half marathon. And I was like, look, if you want to do this, when we're doing this, there's no messing around. Then did that, lost 30 kilos, did a half marathon in like 2 hours 20 for first time, incredible. Then he did a CrossFit competition. I taught him how to clean in a week, and he cleaned 80 kilos. Not the best technique.
Crazy.
And now he's doing a high rocks in like a month. This guy's mindset is insane.
Yeah.
And it shows what you can do when you have these goals in mind. And it's like, when you're doing functional fitness without the technical skills, right? You can put yourself in like, I've got 3 months for this competition to train, and it becomes a lot easier.
Yeah,
and I think in Dubai, you've got the people around you. You've got so many people that want to compete.
And I think this is why your client is coming back for more, because he appreciates the experience more than the result. The training with you, the push and support from people around him. I think most of people, they are not, not professional competitors. I'm talking about normal people. They seek the experience itself, being able to finish, to run and finish a half marathon, being able to compete in high rocks or whatever the CrossFit competition that he did. This all of this, it's for the sake of experience, and he had a very good experience with you and the people around, and this is why he's coming for more, and this is why we should build a very good community, positive community who supports each other, not just hate and jealous, because it's very easy to be jealous in this sports, because you want to win, but winning is just giving your best. You trained, you did competition, you won or not. Someone else put more work, someone else knew how to develop. So your job is to develop. You knew this is the good part in sport. You should be so happy for this guy who put that much effort and he got awarded for it. Yeah. And your job is to learn where did you lose. What was your weakness in this one, and you learn and you develop, and next one maybe you won.
I agree, and I think my fiance is definitely gonna know this for sure. I am extremely competitive, and in competition I say things that are very harsh, even to teammates, which is quite bad. But afterwards I'm like, yeah man, we're all good. This one time we did a competition in a team of 3. This guy was pushing on the rower and he stopped rowing. It was his last 50 meters. And I literally said, don't be a fucking bitch, go. He got off the rower and threw up. She said he threw up. I went, I don't care.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Then afterwards, she's like, you're so hot. Like, and afterwards I was like chatting to him, okay, you good? But this was like 2 days later. But I'm like, that's the mindset in competition, right?
I mean, at the end of my competition career as well, I had to compete in a team competitions. But not everyone in that level of competition mentality. Yani some people in rowing, they can just vomit and just continue. It doesn't matter. I will continue no matter what. But not everyone is there. So as you say, they had to push. I don't care. He just continue. Yeah. This is how it is. Once you started 3, 2, 1, go. You turn off your brain and just do whatever it takes.
Yeah. I agree, and I think as well, it's such a different world, right? It's such a different world that people don't see, but it is growing, especially in the Middle East. Something that people do feel very related to is what they see on social media, right? Yeah. Like they see the clips, they see everything, and they're like,
moments.
Yeah, and that's what you fall in love with. Yeah. And we get this online of education, we get competition, and people just follow what they love, and maybe they compete. But with you are posting educational content online in Arabic, so I try my best to understand, but I can do a little bit. You're really posting some great content out there to help people in the fitness industry, right?
Yeah, I'm doing my best to do this. I mean, I'm trying just to deliver the message that it is the result of all of my experience, all of the knowledge, all of the fuck-ups I did. I mean, other people, they don't have to go through this. They can listen and learn and avoid whatever they do. And so they can start not from 0, they can start from 10, not even from 5, but not from 0, and they can develop even faster. And again, as I mentioned at the beginning, if you were able to be part of this, it is a very good feeling. I mean, I get sometimes I get messages, oh, thank you, because of this, I was able to do this. And it makes my day so much. I feel like this day I achieved something, when you read a message like this. And this is what I'm seeking at the moment. This kind of any kind of tips I can benefit someone else, I would do it without any hesitation, you know. And when I see a feedback like this, I'm able to give more and more, put in the effort to how can I say it, affect more people with this mentality as well.
I agree, and I think that's what's great about social media in general. I know there's good and bad sides, but this is what you're doing, which is great. You're educating people and helping them out in areas that they're literally experiencing. And when did you actually start posting like fitness content and tips on social media?
The COVID time, of course.
Of course.
COVID time, we had nothing else to do other than trading and sleeping and eating. So I couldn't reach my clients. I couldn't reach anyone I know. So everyone was obviously on his phone or his PC. So it was the easiest way to reach everyone, to do something you can through, social media or any way like this. So I started cooking healthy recipes. Not so healthy, but the stuff that I...
Better than fast food.
Yeah, exactly. Literally, yeah. And then I started saying, I always make sure that what I'm saying is proved and right 100% before I put it out there, because I really don't like when I see any bullshit, nonsense information. So I try as much as I can to be sure 100% of what I'm saying. And then, I started with just posting a video a week, a video a month. And then I started working on it to make it look better, to make it sound better, and so on.
Yeah, of course. And anyone that sees your content, like, it literally looks like this, like a studio.
Yeah, I'm doing my best, but it's still not there yet. I'm still in the learning curve, but it's very interesting. And again, we live for challenges, and any challenge in my way, I love to tackle it. And sometimes it turns into a big distraction of the main goal. But still, I enjoy it so much, and I wish if I can do it more and I can develop in it even more.
No, of course, man. Like, and I'm someone that loves to post as well on social media about fitness, and it is a skill itself that you have to learn. Unfortunately, the word you say on, quote, the hook is what attracts people. And sometimes it's not what you want to say, but it gets people to the video, and then you're delivering the good information, right? Yeah. Like, I say words like karsha, dopa, khalas, like Arabic words, guys, if you don't know, I'm sorry. But like Arabic words that like attract the audience that I want. Yeah. Don't get me wrong, I'm not fluent in Arabic. I should be.
I'm not fluent in English, and I'm still having this, you know?
That's true. You're doing amazing. Yeah. And like, what made you, because you're in Dubai, and everyone here speaks English more, if I'm honest. Yeah. What made you choose to speak in Arabic?
A lot of people, they speak only Arabic. So I wanted to impact their life with the same level of information, on the same level of education. So I thought if I target those audience, I will benefit more people, because, as I said, some of them they're not fluent in English. Some of them it will be easier and more comfortable for them to watch or listen to an Arabic content. It's better for me as well, because it's a bit somehow I narrowed the how can I say it?
The market, the niche.
Narrowed the niche and the market. Yeah. Same as you said. It's way easier. Now it's, instead of competing with 1,000 other coaches, I'm competing with only 50 or 100 or 500. But anyway, it's less.
That's true. And I think as well, like, I'm the opposite of that in Saudi, right? Like, I'm this English guy trying to do a little bit of Arabic to stand out compared to other, Westerners there, but I'm not fluent in Arabic. So you're kind of trying to hit that middle. Yeah. Whereas here for you, it is the opposite, right? Everyone's speaking English, they're coaching in English. Yeah. Whereas, we're still in the Middle East. So you speak in Arabic, is that niche exactly what you want? Yeah. And has that helped you more grow online, get more clients business-wise?
Yes, definitely. It's I can relate much easier with them when we speak the the mother tongue language with each other. You can the jokes, the culture. It's easier to connect because if you want to build a relationship with someone or to connect with him, it's way easier if you can do it with their own language or their own mother tongue language. So yeah, it was. I feel it easier for me and them to connect, and when you build a relationship, you can sustain them for longer time. And if you didn't connect and it's only business, it's not gonna.
I agree.
Stay for life. Yeah,
I agree, and like, don't get me wrong, I don't really have clients that can only speak Arabic. It wouldn't work.
Yeah.
They need a bit of both, right?
Yeah.
And for yourself with content creation, like, it's a journey, it's a process. But many people who don't know content, they see the viral videos, they see that, and they think, oh, you must be making so much money, you're a millionaire, right? It's not how it works. Just because you get like crazy amounts of views on some videos, it's hard to monetize, right?
Very hard to monetize, and it is another. Content or creating videos is something, and making money out of it, it's another skill. It's another knowledge, and maybe at certain points you need someone to do it for you if you wanna do it the right way. And I think most of the people who are really making good money out of content, they have sort of someone, an agency. Of course, some people, they are doing it on their own, and they are doing also a very good money. But maybe I didn't have time yet to learn how to monetize what I'm doing. But I think the normal course of this content creation course is to get the exposure first, reach a lot of people, and then you will be able to get sponsors. You will be able to monetize more. But I think you have to reach a lot of people first, and then you start monetizing. Other people saying the opposite. So some people, they have way less followers and they still can monetize, and they still can get sponsors by having a very, very unique content.
I agree, and I think it's so different when you're trying to hit a broader audience. For example, let's say fitness, right? You need to niche it down like you've done in terms of Arabic. Then obviously, if you're speaking Arabic, you're only going to get sponsors for people that want to address those people.
Yep.
So that's very, very, very different. Don't get me wrong, it's a whole different world out there.
Yeah.
But for anyone that wants to start creating content that in the fitness industry, let's say there's a coach out there with insane knowledge, they want to grow, they want to get better. What advice would you give them to start creating?
I would say they have to start with being consistent. Especially on social media, even if you're if you have a very bad quality video or audio or whatever, if you are posting every day, the algorithm of Instagram will show you to different people. And if you're really putting out a very good, valuable information that could interest some people, someone will like it. Someone will like it and share it. Someone will like it, put a comment and share it to someone else. And then the algorithm picks it up and should show it to more other people. And as I said, if it's really good information, of course, you, as you said, very knowledgeable coach, he will be able, of course, to provide good information. And of course, some people will be interested to watch or listen to what he's saying.
I agree, and I think it takes time to get used to being on a camera, used to talking on a camera.
Very difficult.
Yeah.
I mean, when I watched the first videos that I made during COVID, back then I was so like, oh my God, how come I did this? It was so good. Now when I watch it, it is the worst of the worst. I never seen anything like this in my life, and I liked it. I don't know how. I don't know what I like this bullshit. The sound is so bad. The colors are so bad. The talking, as you said, on the camera, the worst, But again, it's a skill. You can develop it same like any other thing. The more you do it, the more you get better at it.
I agree, and I think it does take a lot of time to do it, but coaches, definitely post out there. It's going to be good for you in terms of a skill that allows you to communicate better with your niche. But like, what are some things that you do see online that makes you cringe, or some bad advice? Is there anything online that you see and you're just like, oh, man, that's just terrible in the fitness industry?
Yeah, you mean related knowledge, or
it could be knowledge, it could be a trend. Is there anything on social media where you're like, oh man, that's so bad? Do you see that?
I mean, a lot. I can't even mention something in particular, but a lot of trends, especially trends. It's very very bad, and it's not even healthy. A lot of tips are not even related to the science of the human body. It's not even connected. I mean, for example, let's have 6 packs in 1 month. How come? How come you bring again? I'm not talking about competitors. I'm talking about the normal people. How come you can make someone get 6 packs in 1 month? So you will train them so hard. You will you cut food from them completely, like to make them in deficiency so much. I mean, because having 6 abs is not just about having the muscle, as you know. You have also to be in a certain level of fat percentage, and it's not healthy. Even showing having 6 packs all the year, being at 8% or 7% of fat, it's not healthy to live like this. And for a beginner, it will impact them even more. So this is one of the worst things to achieve anything in 30 days. Again, as I mentioned, you can use it as a start to begin your career with. To begin your journey with. Like, let's start your journey of health and wellness and fitness by these 30. So, yes, you can put them on the way, showing them how to maintain these kind of habits, showing them how to eat well, sleep well, and what is really important. Because a lot of people, they go for, let's take these kind of supplements. Let's put in 2 workouts a day. And do you sleep well? Do you eat well? If you're not sleeping well, actually, none of what you're doing really matters.
Yeah. I agree, and I think people see professional athletes, they see competitive CrossFitters, whoever it may be, or coaches, and they're like, I want to look like that, I've got to be like that. That means I have to live like that. And you got to realize that if anyone is an athlete or a competitor in any way, they're living a different lifestyle to compete, but you can look like that down the line, could be years, but without needing to, you said, work out 2 hours, 2 sessions, nutrition like perfect to a T, and then be miserable in a year that you didn't get the results. You got some, but you sacrificed so much. And in the end, it's like, it does take a lot longer than what people think. And that's why now there's these Manjaro and Ozempic trends that people just take a pill and they're like, okay, I'm good. I'm going to lose the weight. And we spoke about this like on my first episode. I didn't know this, by the way. The people that came on said there's a study out there that says people that have taken Ozempic for, I think it was like 3 months or 4 months, in a year's time, their bone density decreased.
I mean,
and that destroys your body.
And there's another thing as well, that you lose muscles same as fat or even more. And that's why like doctors, whatever, who advise people with these injections, they advise them to play some sport, because your muscles disappear very, very aggressively.
Yeah, I agree.
And you get weak, you get really weak so fast. Yeah.
Like the quicker you lose it, the quicker you gain it, right? That's normally the case. If you haven't changed who you are, plus it's going to go. And I think with everything changing over time, there's all trends and everything, but where do you think the fitness industry is going in Dubai? Because it's changing so much and growing so much, but where do you think it's going?
I think it will keep growing non-stop, because, knowledge is still developing so much. And with ChatGPT now, everyone can have access to knowledge, so anyone can learn even easier. And again, because of the competition and everyone want to be better than the other one, so I think it will develop so much. And but again, as I said, we have always to consider stick with the basics as much as we can, and then develop whatever accessories around it. But we can't ignore the basics if we want really to develop, because I mean, without having a very, very good basic, you can't have anything on top.
No, I completely agree. It's get people just doing a squat, doing a deadlift, walking / running, whatever it may be, just get moving. But let's say, for example, there's a businessman in Dubai, a CEO, a 9-to-5 worker. They want to get started on their fitness journey. They're overweight, they're obese, they don't feel good, they're away from family, they're not feeling good about themselves, and they want to get started on their fitness journey. What advice would you give to them just to start doing something?
I would recommend to get it done at the beginning of the day. It doesn't have to be. I mean, again, some people they fail because they plan so much. I'm gonna work out 2 hours in the morning, and then I'm gonna eat that way. But you can't start that if you have already, like say, as you said, you have a 9 to 5 business, and then you have the rest of the day doing whatever. You can't add so much on it. So I would say start with 30-40 minutes every single day. Dial it in as a habit. Do whatever makes you feel good after. Some sweat, some strength. Maintain your food. If you can get a company to do food planning or meal planning for you, it'll be even better. If it's a good company with a fresh food. And the last thing, and maybe the most important thing, try to sleep at least 7 hours. I think anything other than this, it will be after this. I mean, it will be so easy.
I agree, and I think as well, just those little things that build up that make a huge difference. There was Matt Fraser said this on a podcast once. You know, the fittest man ever, right? Yeah. He said his friend wanted to lose weight. He told him to come to the gym. They did a 10-minute workout, and he told him to go home.
That's it.
And he said the friend was like, "Was that it?" He's like, "Yeah." He did that every day for a week. Yeah. Then he went to 20. Then he went to 30, and then within 6 months, he's changed his whole lifestyle. So even if you start so small, like you said, 30 minutes before work.
But I mean, you know why? He did the 10 minutes. He felt good. He is hungry for more. I want to come more. And he was asking the guy or Matt Fraser, I want more. And he did it very gradually. He make him love it. I mean, imagine the opposite story. He go to Matt Fraser, trained 2 hours, felt sore for 3 weeks, couldn't move again, hated the game so much, he never shown up again. So he lost a guy. Someone could change his life as he did, and instead of guiding him with the right path, start gradually, little by little, and add a little bit more every single week, every single month. It doesn't matter as long as you're consistent.
I agree, and that's the best way to be, right? And I think in Dubai it can be so hard because the restaurants, the bars, the alcohol, the things to do, there's so much going on. So how can people truly stay disciplined when there's so much going around here?
I would say moderation. I mean, don't try to cut everything at once 100%. If you are that kind of person that you have a very good, strong determination, you can do it. Of course, good for you. It will be much better. But if you know yourself, it won't work with you, and you need that kind of life. I would say moderation is the best of everything. Do some of this. As long as you are in control, you're doing this because you want to do it, not because you have to do it. I want to smoke right now. I want to drink right now. This is for stupid. And I mean, we are lucky to be in the Middle East where, I mean, for us, it's drinking. It's also a bit, not a bit, it is forbidden. So we were lucky to have this because it's very easy to get used to it. It's very easy to have it every single day. It's very easy to have it anywhere. And health-wise, it destroys you. Calories-wise, toxic-wise. And the best is, I mean, if you want to go have for a party, you can go having once a week, but not every day. Once a month, bi-weekly, but not every day. If you love junk food, again, do it once a month, once a week, but don't make it as a routine. For example, about the cheat meal, I don't believe in it much. I mean, for me, for example, I'm talking about myself. When I go out, I eat anything, like literally, I don't care. Whatever people are having, it doesn't matter, I will have it. But at home, I don't have sugar. I eat mostly vegetarian. Mostly, I love steaks, but I'm having maybe bi-weekly a steak meal. So again, as I mentioned, to moderate everything and to be in control. This is how you can enjoy your life. Your friend is going out, staying till 3 a.m. Do it, enjoy with them, but not every day, not every week. having any kind of drink, any kind of food, do it, but not every way, not every week. Yeah, as simple as this. Moderation is the key.
I agree, man. And that when you said you go out and eat what you want, when we was in Cairo, when we did Elfit, I remember there was me and you and a few other guys. You were stacking food.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I can't physically eat this much. I'm a small guy, right, compared to you guys. But obviously we're fueling for competition, right?
Yeah.
But I remember it so well. So like you do indulge, you do enjoy life.
Yeah.
But it, like you said, it's not all the time. It's not these things that you're going to be eating burgers and pizza every single day.
Yeah, and again, we are doing all what we are doing just to enjoy. If you're not enjoying competing, then what is the point? If you're not enjoying training, so what is the point? If you're not enjoying eating, then what is the point? I mean, everything you do, you should make sure that you enjoy it. Yeah. Otherwise, change it.
I agree. But I think, like you said, there's that fine line, right? Like, everyone may enjoy a burger or a pizza, but if you feel like crap every single day and you're tired, obviously that's not a good, healthy habit, right? You got to find that balance that's good for you.
Yes, but I mean, people who trying to cut sugar, they sometimes think it's impossible, but it is a habit. I used to have a lot of sugar in my drinks, but then bit by bit, I had to cut it because I had to lose weight or I had a competition, and bit by bit, I reduced it bit by bit. Now I can't even. It will make me a bit disgusted if I add it to a coffee or a tea or whatever. And you can apply the same thing on everything. Take it gradually. You don't have to cut it at once. Just bit by bit of everything, you will master it.
I agree. And I think this is something I say to everyone as well, right? If you can't go 30 days without something, it's definitely an addiction. Good or bad, right? The gym.
Good or bad.
Food, alcohol, whatever it may be. Good is obviously the gym. For me, I can't. I physically can't. When I got my hair done, it was the worst feeling ever. I remember I went to the mall and walked 30,000 steps because I had to do something. So I walked 30,000 steps a day. I was like, I need to do something.
Yeah.
So all these things are just addictions, right? And I said, if you can't go 30 days, you just shouldn't do it unless it's a healthy habit, right? So I do this with everyone. It's like, Ramadan's normally a good time. I'm like, guys, 30 days of no sugar, no fast food, just for 30 days. Just to prove to yourself that you can do it and build that discipline. And look, 30 days a year is nothing. Right. And I always use Ramadan because it's a great time for everyone to really focus. But I do agree with you. In moderation is key. But I do think having that one time to be like, I can do this just for a longer period, I think is good, you know?
And I want also people to believe that anything is mental. Anything you can do or you can do it is really mental. And I know people are hearing and watching these kind of words everywhere. But it is true 100%. Anything in your brain. If you think that you can run the 1 kilometer in 3 minutes or 2 minutes or whatever, it is in your brain as long as you put in the effort, of course, to prepare yourself for it. Not having sugar for a week, it is. You just talk to yourself. I mean, you are the one who deciding how much sugar you have. You're the one who decided from the beginning to have sugar from at all. So it should be also your decision to stop or not. I mean, we should be always in control, and this is. I mean, for any successful person I ever met or known, they are the most who can control as much as they can what they are doing, and they control themselves before anything else. Because all what we can control is our reactions. We can't control the environment. If what I have is whatever the minimal, I will just use it to succeed. So you don't have to have a very luxurious diet, like the most organic food. Just start with whatever you can get. Good food, the basics. I mean, I don't have even examples at the moment, but it is way easier to start any kind of journey if you focused on yourself and control your reactions.
I agree.
A difficult competition, the problem is not the competition, is you. So what can you do to get better? Run faster, lift more weight. I can't lose weight. It is a challenge, and it's not because some people they say I don't find good food when I go. For example, we are all of us going out. Everyone is ordering junk food. If you don't like it, don't order it. I mean, and by controlling the smaller stuff, having a good meal here with your friends, still go with your friends, enjoy your time, but you can choose a grilled anything, a soup, a salad, and you don't have to order the same thing to be with them or to enjoy the. But I mean, sometimes people are afraid of what other people will say about them if they didn't follow the pack, as they say.
Yeah, it's true. Like, people have this tendency to feel like they need to fit in, right?
Yeah.
And it's pressure of comparison. So either you are comparing yourself that looks a certain way to be a certain way, and it's destroying your joy of the progress, or it's the opposite. You're going out with friends to enjoy life, but you feel like you have to be eating and doing what they're doing to feel like a part of the group.
No.
So one thing that I do when I'm back home, I go home, maybe have a drink, whatever. But my friends, when I was back home living, they would go out every weekend, have 1 or 2 drinks, and I'm like, guys, cool. I'll be there once a month, you know. And now when I go home, it's different because I don't go home often. But once a month's good. Like, even now we're in Dubai, and it's my first beer that I had in 7 months. It doesn't bother me, but it's more about, like you said, you're not overindulging. I'm not going to the social norms of it. And it is hard, but people accept who you are over time. Like, I say no to a lot of stuff, and I say maybe to a lot of stuff. If it's a no or a maybe, they don't ask me again because they know it's a no. Yep. And if it's a yes, they'll push you. And I think it takes time to do that.
And eventually you will create the right circle around you.
Yeah.
The people who will understand you and what you like and what you don't like and respect you for whatever you are. I'm not drinking, guys. Yes, I will go out with you, but I'm not drinking. I don't have to drink to belong, you know. And if you didn't fit, just find another circle.
Yeah. I remember as well, actually, there was in that Cairo trip as well, we're there, it was after the competition, everyone's partying, and you're there, I think, with an orange juice or something. I don't know what you were drinking. It was an orange juice or an apple juice. And, like, I didn't know. I was like, you don't drink? No, I don't drink. Yeah. Like, and I didn't know. I was like, oh, man, sick. You're just enjoying your time.
Yeah, exactly.
You can enjoy it and be there and be part of your friends, but say no to the things that aren't a part of your goals.
Yes, exactly.
Saying that, though, like, what's next for you? What's your goals?
My goal is to have very, very strong, powerful brand that represent wellness. Either it's a gym, a restaurant, an online, a very big platform for online training, maybe a mix of all. But yeah, the goal is to have a very strong, big business in the Middle East. And be able to create a very, very good community, again, to see my impact on other people, because I believe that this is after we leave this earth, this is what will remain. How much lives you impacted, how much people you guided and make their life easier or better. And this is, I think it's a very ultimate goal for me. Just to be able to impact as many lives as I can, not much, but as much as I can. Even if I only make them feel good about themselves, make them knew something they didn't know about how to live better or eat better or whatever. Just live their life a little bit better before they know me. That's it.
No, I love that. And I think as well, the only thing there was. Do you know Putes? I had him on the podcast a few episodes ago. He said, when we get to the end of our life, all we ever have is our memories. And I think the more impact you have on someone's health and wellness, and if you can make them live longer, they're the memories that they're going to have.
Not only live longer, enjoy their life longer as well. Some people, they live till 100 years, and the last 50 years of their life, they couldn't move properly, communicate properly. And believe it or not, it's all health. It doesn't matter where you live. It doesn't matter how much money you have. It doesn't matter what you are or what people you know. If you are not taking care of yourself, investing in yourself, time and money and effort, maybe you will live longer, but you will not enjoy your life for longer. Of course, you can live, but I mean, to be a part of making people enjoy life for longer as well. I mean, imagine a father who want to enjoy his life with his kids, still being able to play and move here and there with them, other than just watching them, and can be a part of creating their memories. Same for a mother, same for anyone want to communicate well with people, just being better for people around them.
I agree. And there's something you said there about being a parent, right? I remember, so my dad had me at 25, 26, and then he had my brother when he was 40. So when my brother was 14, 15, my dad's in his 50s. But he took him to the parks, played football, went on bike rides with him, was like, hey, we're going to do a 10K bike ride. Being in your 50s and be able to do that, even when you have young kids, is amazing. And then the opposite example of that, my granddad, he's retired in Spain, I don't know, 30 years ago, but he plays paddle 3 times a week. He bikes everywhere. He's 80 next year. Amazing. And it's like, that's the goal. Yeah. To be able to be in your 50s, 60s, 70s, and 80s and live.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, you don't want to be stuck at home and just sitting there. You want to go outside and live. And we don't realize that, like, in our 30s, right? We don't realize, damn, like, in 30 years' time, do I still want to be able to do the things now? Of course. But it takes the action now to have that life in your 50s and 60s, 70s and 80s to actually be able to live that quality of life longer, right?
Yes.
And I think that's the biggest thing that I love about fitness, in terms of, like yourself, right? Actually helping people long term to truly change.
But I mean, you have to convince them, as I say, to invest time, effort, and of course money in their health, eating the right food, sleeping well. This is time, and this is money, and this is effort. Getting a coach. I mean, having a coach is not really necessary, but it is like an accelerator, as they say. Instead of, it's like going to a city you don't know with Google Maps. If you don't have Google Maps, you will keep wandering around until you find a place. If you have Google Maps, you will just go directly to the point. This is the difference between having a coach or finding your goal on your own.
I love that.
Yeah, you will reach eventually, but instead of getting injured, maybe getting lost or distracted, you have someone to keep you accountable and someone to track you and guide you to the goal without wasting. Because you will waste time, you will waste money. Maybe you will hurt yourself as well. So if you can get a coach, of course, do it. If not, do your research, follow the right people, and do it on your own, no matter what.
I agree, and I've always had a coach for competitions. Always.
Same here.
Now I have a business coach, because people know stuff you don't know.
Yep.
And why not pay someone to teach you
And
than doing it yourself?
And not only teaching, find someone to keep you accountant for what to track. Did you do this? Did you do this? Even if you are a very, very good person and you are following everything, if just someone to share the journey with and to push you even further than you could ever reach alone. Because for sure, as you said, everyone you meet, they know something you don't know. Even if they are less educated than you or whatever, they know something, they experience something they don't know, and it will add to you just by talking to them.
I agree, and that's something that I'm a big believer in, because it's that mutual respect of people, right? Let's take an example. Let's take a cleaner, a coach, and a CEO. Someone in those three knows a language you don't know. You can learn that.
Yes.
Someone has experienced something in life harder than what you have. You can learn from that.
Yes.
So it's just respecting people and learning, right?
Yes.
What about yourself? Like, let's say 5 years from now, you're in your 40s. Where do you want to be then?
40s.
In your 40s? How do you see your life?
It's very, very difficult, but because my goal is to be able to retire as soon as possible. So for me, the goal is not to I don't want to be like so rich, having billions or millions. I just want to have a nice place in a nice house in a nice city or nice place, having the good people around me, being able to enjoy my time and not to be in the rat race all the time. Because working, it's a lot of pressure, and somehow it prevents you from the quality time with your family, with the people you love, as I mentioned before, same stuff. So in my 40s, I would love to again, as I mentioned, just maybe starting or finishing my business, just to have the good team, to establish my my business to make it running on its own without needing me much. To find the right people to work, to create the right team. I think that's it.
No, I love that. I love that. You seem very family oriented, very people oriented in your life.
Very,
right?
yeah. I believe it's all about this. If you don't have people around with you to share whatever you have, to share the good and bad, it doesn't matter again how much you have or where you live, as long as you don't have someone to share it with.
Man, it's true. And I think that's something I need to take on, because I obsess over goals, I obsess over process, I obsess over the next thing. But it's just taking a step back and just enjoying being with the people you love the most, right? Because those moments, they're the ones you cherish. Yeah. You don't care about making more money. You don't care about that. You're not going to remember that. All
will go away. And again, as you said about the book that you mentioned earlier, that at the end of your life, all what you have is the memories and anything you shared with someone to create another memory. This is what will remain. The money, someone else will take it. Everything you have, it will just go to a waste, except your memories. This is the only thing that you will have, and you'll be able to remember. You can always, when you're sleeping, when you're sitting, you can always remember something nice to you, a good time you enjoyed with someone. And I think this is very, very important for anyone who cares about his mental health or mental peace, to have people that they can trust around, that they can be themselves around, without any pretending or trying to prove themselves or to satisfy someone. And to create this circle is not easy, yes, but it should be a goal as well.
No, I love that. And I think it may take time to find the right people, but
definitely.
You're going to find it.
Definitely. I mean, as long as you're good and dealing with kindness and not hating, and your goal is to wish the good for others, same as yourself, for sure you will create your own circle sooner or later.
No, I love it. And it may change over time depending on where you are, right? But like, I absolutely love that. And the way we finish the podcast is with quick fire questions. When I say quick fire, it's got to be as fast as possible, right? And it's never normally is, but we try our best. So, favorite exercise to do?
You started the episode with, it's a deadlift.
Of course. What is your favorite cheat meal or like junk food meal?
Pizza. I mean, I have a pizza oven, and if one day I open a pizzeria, it will be a post-workout pizza.
No, I love it. I'll come there for sure, man. What is the most underrated fitness tip?
30 days to transformation.
Yeah, don't do that. Yeah. And what is one social media trend that you really hate the most, which isn't that one?
Other than this?
Yeah, other than this.
Trend. No, I have nothing in mind.
Okay, it's just those quick things. And who inspires you right now?
Right now, who inspires me right now? This should be a quick fire question.
Don't worry, take your time.
I would say my mom.
I love that.
My mom is a very, very famous cook. She has her own TV on CBC Sofra, and she is a very, very good example of setting a goal and achieve it, and the hard work will never go in vain. And whatever effort you put, if you didn't find the result in this field, you will find it somewhere else, but it will never go away. You just put in the work. It doesn't matter where or what, as much as you can, the best that you can, and you will find the results of it. Maybe in another path, but you will find it 100%. And I have a living proof of this.
No, I love it. And like, obviously when she's doing so well, it drives you a lot more, right? That circle already is from birth and pushing you. It's absolutely amazing. And what is one quote that you live by?
One quote. I mean, being kind or doing kindness together to each other, to others, it will come back eventually to you. I think this is the most thing lately. I'm thinking about this a lot. how to be good. The small stuff. If I can treat the delivery guy a little bit better, give him a glass of water. A lot of stuff we are taking it for granted without understanding the other person because we never lived this life, and we with the small act of kindness you will make his day just by showing him or her that you notice them. Hi, how are you? You need the water? Just not taking the delivery and close the door. And I believe it's karma, as they say. It's a circle. You do good to others, other people will do good to you, and again, it's not just words. I can see this happening all the time. When from out of nowhere you see someone else helping you, doing something you could never get out of this alone. Someone just give you a hand, you don't know him or her, and your life is better just because you did something good to others as well.
I love that. That was a big quote, but I absolutely love it.
Man, this is not a quick fire question.
No, of course. But honestly, it's absolutely amazing to have you on the podcast. Obviously, your socials are down below. Guys, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you go follow Sully. It's absolutely amazing, his content, especially if you speak Arabic. But thank you very much for coming on.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure. Thank you, Stump.